Welcome to It's Happening in Grand Prairie. I'm Georgia Clemson, and we're so glad we're back in the studio today. Of course, social distance, but we have one of your favorite guests and my favorite guest and our favorite mayor, Mayor Ron Jensen. Welcome, Mayor.
Good morning, Georgia. Good to be back.
Oh, it's great to see you. And we know that there's so many things going on in the city, but there's something very special personally for you coming up in December. And we have a program. Tell us about it.
Well, it's my 70th birthday coming up in December 27th. And I know, folks, that's a shock to you. I'm fixing to turn 70. I don't feel like I'm fixing to turn 70. Who would have thought? Years ago, I thought 70 was old.
Right.
When you're about to turn 70, it ain't old, folks.
No.
But I got this idea from Mayor Price in Fort Worth. I've got two great ideas from Mayor Price, and I'll give her the credit for them. One of them was the cycling with the mayor. I got that idea from her maybe 5-6 years ago. I was going over to see her, and she does it. She calls it rolling town halls. Now, she's an avid cyclist. I'm not. I cycle once a month for my cycling with the mayor.
Yes.
But last year, she turned 70, and she said, let's celebrate my birthday, not to celebrate my birthday, but to kind of celebrate life and celebrate good things that are happening and get people involved in Fort Worth. So I got with staff and I said, let's do something for my birthday, not to celebrate that I'm 70, but to try to get people engaged in our community to doing something. Now, when we talked about it, we had no idea that we were going to be impacted by COVID. We had been talking about this for a year. So staff has come up with a great list of things, and 70 ideas for my 70th birthday, and we roll them out, 7 ideas a week for 10 weeks, and the first week was this week. This week's was play. Then we go, it's pretty neat, Georgia.
Yes.
It goes play, support, serve, include, explore, connect, inspire, engage, share, and then my last week is, of course, celebrate.
That's exciting, Mayor. Now, we started this week, so a lot of people may not see this until next week or so.
That's right.
So tell us what we can do and when we can get started.
Well, I don't know all 70, but it's just things. I have an avatar spread around town. Take your picture with the avatar, post it to hashtag Mayor Jensen 70 for 70. It'll go on Instagram. This week it was a scavenger hunt. There's different things each week, and you need to go to gptx.org and click on the Mayor 70 for 70 program to get the full list. But there's different things. For example, in the week of engagement, we want you to call 7 friends. In the week, one of the weeks, we want you to donate some time to the city. Make a $70 donation. It's just different things like that. All of us know 7 people that we haven't talked to in a long time, and they need to hear from you. All of us have our heart filled with a charity that needs help. Donate some time, or send them $7, $70, $700, or $7,000. But it's just a way to pick out some things each week that you can do, and people that do things can win some prizes, passes to Epic Waters and a pass to main event.
So that makes it so much fun. And you mentioned the word avatar. Some people don't know what that is, but I think that is the cutest cutout of you. Mayor, tell us about your avatar.
Well, they did the avatar for us over a year ago when we were going to advertise the Summit remodeling
Right.
and parking lot. Well, they built an avatar for me, did an avatar cartoon, and it nails me. Don, you may have to post it somehow.
Yes.
It just nails me. So they did a life-size avatar for me. We have 7 of them spread around the city. Our good friend Matthew Lowe, there's one at Asia Times Square. He took a picture of it last night. You saw it.
Yes.
Tagged me and posted it. It's just a fun way to interact. We have them at voting places. You can get your picture taken with my avatar. I have a funny story. My little avatar is cute. It blows me out of proportion into some things, big old hairdo, but I do have big hair. Rebecca's taken our granddaughter Olivia to Chick-fil-A, and up on the screen, the little video that runs keeps flipping. Our granddaughter had not seen my avatar. Rebecca didn't say it was going to be on the screen. It pops up real quickly, and Olivia said, Gammy, there's bobbleheaded Papa.
Bobblehead Papa. Oh, I love it.
So cute. So
Yes.
yeah, you need to get out and find my avatar and take a picture with it.
Yes, and it's fun because with social distance, Mayor, you're usually everywhere, but we can't be everywhere right now. But your avatar can be in many
It can be,
places.
and I hate, yeah,
It's a great photo op
it
for
is.
people.
And you're right, Georgia. You and I used to go to everything, and we've had to calm that down to be careful, folks. Let's get on to this. COVID's still here. Am I fearful? Well, a little bit, but Georgia, you and I were raised in the church. There's nothing wrong with a little fear.
We're cautious.
We're cautious is
Yes.
what we are, and we're just reducing our risk. So that's why I've had to say no to a lot of events and continue to say no, but say yes to those that I feel like I can participate in.
Yes, participate in safely.
Right.
And I think that's very wise. But all of these things, all 10 of those things that you mentioned on your 70 for 70 are safe ways to participate in something fun.
Correct. I mean, there's just take a picture of yourself getting a flu shot was one of them. I mean, serving include. It's just staff did a great job coming up with 70 ideas that are safe, inclusive, and something that also you could have some fun with.
Yes, I prefer the fun to the flu shot. But
That's right.
But that's good.
we could drop out that flu shot, but we need to get the flu shot.
And we can pick and choose. That's a good thing.
Exactly.
We can choose the things we want to participate in. And tell us one more way to get plugged in. We just go to the city website, is that correct?
Right, gptx.org/70 for 70.
And is there anything on Facebook that would point them in the right direction as well?
Well,
Maybe.
I think the city municipal Facebook, if you haven't liked that, it's our city municipal Facebook page will do postings on it, and it's shared my avatar and the link to it on Facebook. You could go to, you can like my page, and I have links to it.
Of course. So that would be a way as well. But Mayor, this is such an exciting time for us to be able to celebrate not only you, but as you said, the different entities of our city. And I'm excited for you. Our whole city loves you and wants to see you and encourage you and celebrate you. So this is a great way to do that.
Well, thank you, and let's all have fun with it. Remember, it's not about me, but I'm using my 70th birthday to help you get engaged and give you some reason to have some fun during this COVID.
Thank you, Mayor, for being with us.
You bet.
All right. And we will be right back.
Habari gani? Jina langu ni Frank Obudo. Natoka Nairobi, Kenya.
Oi, meu nome é Marcos e eu sou brasileiro.
Hello, my name's Samantha. I'm a veteran and a mother.
Xin chào, tôi tên là Thái và tôi đến từ Việt Nam.
Hello, I'm Brandon, and I sang opera professionally.
Hi, my name is Robert, and I play pro football. And I am a Grand Prairie police officer.
And I'm 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 Daniel Cesney, father, Marine Corps veteran, and Grand Prairie police chief. And like all Grand Prairie police officers, one with our community.
Welcome back. And we welcome our next guest. He is the big boss for Grand Prairie Parks, Arts, and Recreation, Mr. Dwayne Strawn. Welcome to you.
Well, thank you, Miss George. I appreciate you inviting me to the show.
Yes, we're always glad to hear from you because Parks, Arts, and Recreation indicates fun things in our city and important things in our city. And we know you have some updates for us that people are eager to know about. Tell
ma'am.
us.
Well, so a couple of things is, we're slowly getting our system back open, and some things were easier to open than others. And so two of the things that we're in the process of opening is the Summit and Playground Adventures. And so with the Summit there's a lot of things that we've been able to do with the Summit being closed, and we're trying to wrap all that up. And so some of the main things that our members are going to see when they come in is, well, the first thing is the circulation. So with all the construction going on around the Summit, is the new main entrance is right off of Warrior, and you're going to drive right and you're going to see the brand new parking lot that's been built, because with construction, unfortunately, we lost about 63 spaces, but we built 64 spaces on the southwest side of the Summit. So we gained one spot, so if that helps. But we also redid the parking lot in front of the Summit, so that we gained 11 of our accessible spots, which is a big ask from a lot of our members.
Yes.
Can we have more? Can we have more? So we were able to redo that. So we added that. But when you walk in, it really is. It's almost grand opening ready. The floors are waxed. It's going to be a different look, because Phase 1, which will be in January the 2nd, Phase 1 is just like all our other centers are. It's the fitness only. And so we're going to open up all of our fitness, our walk, our aquatics, and the pickleball. There's a lot on the social side that our members really want, but on all our centers, we're really focusing on, and that's per the state and the county dictates, is it's really physical based, all physical stuff. So we're open at those things, and we're at 25% capacity when we open. But the Summit staff has done an amazing job of spreading all of our fitness equipment out. Because at 25% capacity, that's not a lot of people, but if you spread everybody out, then you can spread all that out. So when you walk into the lobby, there's fitness equipment. So we've spread all our fitness equipment out, so we can do that. About the only thing I think that we're going to need to do reservations on is our aquatics, just because it's limited, and we're going to limit it to Summit members only until we see how we're doing it, and are we able to meet all the members that feel comfortable coming out. But with the reopening, all of our COVID-19 protocols are just as strong as they are at all our facilities. Everyone is scanned temperature when you come in. Employees, everybody comes in the same entrance. You're scanned, and so we know that you're safe to be in there. And then, but everybody leaves the same way. So the athletic door that went out to the north side, that one's going to be closed. So we have one way in, one way out, where we can really make sure we control everybody who's in, because we want people to feel safe to come in. But the lockers and the locker room and the showers, those are still, just like our other facilities. We haven't opened those up just yet. Which waiting to see how COVID goes. But hopefully by January, we'll be able to open up the showers. But the members will see that we redid all the doors on all of our lockers. The sauna was redone, and so we really feel like we're almost to that grand opening ready to go. So when our members walk in, they walk into a brand new building, and we're able to offer as much as we can to our members.
Yes, everyone has missed that so much, Dwayne. I get so many comments and so many requests, and they will be so excited to be able to come back. And it will be a little bit different, just the front door entrance, and also on Warrior Trail is where we will always turn in to go to the Summit. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. And but it's a really smooth transition, and it bleeds right into, and we'll be able to really control who's parking, and that we can control the parking lot for our Summit members.
Yes, I know that is a concern as well, because we are adding some new venues up there that are exciting for everyone, but the Summit members want to make sure they still have a place to park, and there's plenty of parking.
And one other thing to add is we froze all the membership fees in March the 13th. And so those have been frozen. We've not hit anybody, and it will remain frozen until you feel safe. When you come back and you scan in for the first time, then your membership fees will kick back in. So we've we've tried to be very, very courteous to our members.
Yes.
And we understand it's as much of a social gathering as it is a physical. I mean, that's what the summit is. It's mental, physical, social. It's the whole thing. And so it's been a big hole in our system to have it closed.
Yes, and it's a great start to be able to come back for the physical.
Absolutely.
And that is a very important thing for us as well, for the seniors. But now you have some interesting information for the younger citizens as well, too, don't you?
We had a informal opening to Playground Adventures. That one, it's the summit is a high risk clientele, but so is the Playground Adventures. A lot of the special needs community have underlying health conditions, and so we realize that. But with the numbers coming down and the parking lot being almost complete, because we added almost 100 spaces of parking lot. Because early on, even with the cold weather when we opened Playground, the parking lots were overran and they were parked everywhere, and we were shuttling. And so we went ahead and we were going to have that construction going on during opening, but COVID did kind of help in that aspect where we were able to do a lot of this stuff while we're closed. But we're not officially open, but the gates are open and people are using it. And hopefully by the end of October, we'll be able to put out on social media that, hey, we are 100% open, but the gates, it's safe, the gates are open and everybody's using it. So, now that Playground is open, the last piece of our puzzle is the summit. And once I can get the summit open, then, even if it's partially, our system is back open, because it's hard for our members and our employees. I mean, that's what we do. We provide a service. We love our members, and when we have a service that's closed, boy, that hurts our heart. So
I know
we're so excited to get stuff back open.
Yes,
and
it'll be
running.
nice to have it back to normal. And looking further on down the road, Dwayne, we're thinking about the holidays already.
Yes, ma'am.
So I know you have a lot going on with Prairie Lights. How are we going to do that?
Well, so we've had a lot of discussions, and the nice thing about Prairie Lights is the majority of the event is in the car, and we knew going into it early on that the tent was not going to be functional because by the time we got the tent all put together, somebody would say, okay, you can only have 10 people at a time in there, and nobody wants to get up because you've been there. You know that on some days you can't stir people with a stick in there, and we're going to get back to there. I promise we're going to get back to that spot. But this year there is no tent. It's still 100% drive-through. We reduced the cost to kind of help with that because some of the costs went to pay for the indoor show and the walkthrough. Is that all-inclusive pricing? So we've reduced our pricing, and we're really promoting how safe of an event it is because it is 100%. Even our concessions. Our concession area has worked out where you order and then when you drive through on his particular end it's all, you don't have to get out of your car. So it's, we've tried, and we've got working with the chamber on a virtual Santa.
Oh, good.
So Santa Claus and concessions, they go hand in hand with Prairie Lights. So we had to find a way to get those plugged back in, and so we're still able to have Santa in there, and we're still able to have concessions with popcorn and some of those good things, as well as see our lights. And again, this year everything has been redone. We're all 100% LED. So I've been through the park a couple of times, and it's just looking amazing. And so we're excited to get Prairie Lights. And we've had a lot of cities that have called wanting to how do we do a drive-through, because everybody's scared to do a walk-in type of event that you saw around the Metroplex a lot. So I think that Prairie Lights is going to have a very successful year, and it's a very safe thing for our citizens that they can go still see a traditional light show like Prairie Lights, but feel safe that you're in your car and you don't have to be out in public if you don't want to.
Right.
So we're excited about that.
And let me ask you, Dwayne, and I'm just curious, will there be any way for photo ops at Prairie Lights since we're going to be in the car 90% of the time at least?
Yeah, that's the hard part is we've talked about where we could do photo ops, and there's no good place to park and pull over. And with where our displays are, is you got T-posts, you got cords, and so unfortunately for Prairie Lights, there's not a good photo op this year. We've tried to get that work and to keep the line moving and to keep everybody safe. There's just not a good space like there is at the walkthrough when we've kind of prepped all that.
Right.
So a little different this year.
A little different, but still so many opportunities to get out and enjoy that in your car.
That's correct. Yeah, because it really is a tradition. You know,
It is.
we're going on, this will be our 15th year, and it's a tradition, and everybody knows. We've had people that have been there, they've got 15 pictures with Santa, they got 15 ornaments, they got 15 t-shirts, and you can just see the family growing, and when the family's in town, we're going to watch a football game, we're going to eat, and sometime we got to go see Prairie Lights. So they always hit Prairie Lights, so we really have become a tradition, and we take that very seriously, that we give all of our returning guests, you know, just as much excitement as people that see it for the first time.
I'm looking forward to that,
It'll be
Dwayne.
exciting. It'll be
Yes,
exciting.
it is, and you always have so much good information for us. And this was all good news.
This is all fun.
We love it.
This is all fun.
Love
COVID threw
it.
us a curve, but you know, we got great city, great staff, and you know, we'll all come out of this in good shape.
Yes. Thank you so much
Thank you for
all
inviting me.
that
I've
you do
enjoyed this.
for our city and our Gold Medal Award winning department. It's just exciting, and we thank you so much for being with us and all that you do.
It's my pleasure.
And we'll be right back.
Get along on down the road. We got a long, long way to go. Scared to live, scared to die. We ain't perfect, but we try. Get along while we can. Always give love the upper hand. Paint a wall, learn to dance. Call your mom, buy a boat, sing a song, make a friend. Can't we all get along?
We're back, and we have a beautiful guest. We have somebody I haven't seen in a while, so I'm so glad to see you. Michelle Madden with the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning.
It's great to have you today.
Well, thanks for having me here. It's good to see you.
And we know that everything's different in our world today.
For real.
So tell us what's happening at the Chamber.
Okay. Well, you know, obviously COVID has changed a lot of things for us. We are not doing group setting meetings, networkings right now, but we have used COVID to our advantage. And so while we were away, we started a program called Shop Locally, where we put signage in front of our members' businesses. We talk about how important it is to shop locally every day here, not just during COVID. We also did Meet Our Members campaign, and we're going to continue that, where we do videos where our community and our membership can meet the people behind the businesses so they know them and they like them and they want to shop locally. And then finally, we also started a program called The Journey to Inclusiveness, Getting There Together, where we ask community leaders who have some varied backgrounds to come on and tell us about their struggles and their successes, bringing us all together. So we've used it to an advantage.
Yes, we've made lemonade out of the lemons.
That's
correct?
right, we sure have.
And it makes it so nice. Some people have limited time. I know many of your members are very busy making a living.
Right.
And this gives them an opportunity to tune into a lot of things, a lot of different things from their own office.
That's right, right. Zoom has been a blessing. I mean, everybody talks about being zoomed out, but we really have been using it. It's a great tool. I've never even touched it before COVID started, but many of our meetings, our branding iron breakfast, our business exchange breakfast, those things are on Zoom right now, and we can do a lot more things in one day when we're not driving all over town. So as much as we miss touching and hugging and shaking hands, right now this is going to have to do.
Yes, and you mentioned branding irons. I know we still have some grand openings in our city, and the branding irons do come social distance, correct?
That's right, that's right. We show up with our masks on, and of course we get the photos in, but we are careful. But you know what? Business continues to grow. Even during COVID, we were still getting new members at the Chamber. We're still checking in with our members to make sure, see if there's anything we can do for them. But yeah, business continues to go.
To go and grow
Right.
in Grand Prairie, and that's wonderful. Now, our previous guest talked about Prairie Lights, and I know the Chamber is usually very involved with the Prairie Lights. Tell us about it.
We are. We normally are the hosts of Santa out at Prairie Lights. And so we've had people, generations almost it seems, come out to see our Santa out there. So this year's going to be a little different. We are going to provide video messages, personalized video messages for our citizens who sign up and want to purchase those. So while we can't have people sitting on Santa's lap, we're going to provide those video messages. So you can find out about that on the Prairie Lights website when that gets set up, and on our Chamber website. So that should be interesting.
It will be something new and interesting. And the website is the one way they find out about that?
Right. The Prairie Lights website and the Chamber website, which is grandprairiechamber.org. And so along in that theme too of Christmas, the Chamber just kicked off a new program called the Festival of Trees. And so we want to get everybody's spirits up. And so organizations and businesses can donate a tree and decorate it in a theme. And we will have those displayed at Asia Times Square for about 2 weeks. People can bid on those and take those fully decorated trees home. And this is the first time we're doing that.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. That's an easy way to get your Christmas decorations.
Right. And we're hoping we'll be doing Facebook Lives so that we can say, what company or group has decorated it in the theme, and really make sure that our members are marketed well and that we get the holiday spirit going.
And when will that be happening at Asia Times Square?
It will be in the middle of November. We will have pickup dates right before Thanksgiving, so you can get your tree that you've won home and set up just in time for Thanksgiving.
Yes, that sounds fun, Michelle. And I know you have sponsors in your chamber that really do above and beyond, don't they?
We certainly do, and I'm so glad you mentioned that. All through this time, our sustaining members have been fantastic. And if there's ever been a time ever that we have appreciated those sustaining members who pay above and beyond their annual dues, it's right now. There's so many. I know that we can list those, but they are so appreciated, and they've stuck with us, and will propel us into 2021, I'm certain.
Yes, and you have a great board that keeps everyone going too, don't you?
That's right. We have a super supportive board, very active in the community, and we're so proud to have them. In fact, we just recently elected our incoming chair for 2022. And that will be Martin Caballero from Bon Air Service Company.
Great.
Our incoming chairwoman for the coming year, 2021, is Mia Fuller. And we are so excited to have her as well. So we have got great things in store for 2021. We just got to get through 2020.
Yes, indeed. And I think everybody's on that same page with you, Michelle. Right. Well, it's great to hear from you and the Chamber, and we're always delighted to have you as a guest, and we appreciate all that the Chamber does to promote Grand Prairie.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you too.
Thank you. And thank you all for joining us today. It's been great to be back into the studio with you all. And as always, remember, it's happening in Grand Prairie.